Yeah, my name's Joseph Otemnya. I work as Food Security and Livelihood Deputy Director in the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. It is a privilege really to be with you today. I know today is all about this conference. Conference is drawing people across the then state of South Sudan under the themes of conference to enhance food security and livelihood organization. But I want to say that this conference it has a very diverse kind of components of food security and livelihood. As you could see from here, there are a lot of technological varieties that are going to be displayed so that people who come from different parts of the country and who are particularly specialized in one department, for example, like for the case of aquaculture, you will come and see which area that suits the area of your specialization, and then you will be able to be guided on how to increase your productivity. We know also we live in a country that is blessed. It is endowed with a lot of natural resources. For example, we have water bodies. We also have reliable rainfall in this country. So, despite all this, we still need to embark on a capacity building to the farmers, because we live in a world that is very dynamic in the sense that we have seen so many shocks across the world. For example, one of the shocks is the climate change, and we have those techniques that are packaged and also aligned to the teaching objective of food security and livelihood, so that people can move out from that phase of shock and be able to be more resilient, so that they are able to stand on their own producing food. So this is one of the aspects that will be learned from here. So it is going to be very interactive kinds of get-together conference, and this is what I can say. Thank you very much. At the level of the ministries, we have the plans, and the plans are being passed. As you could hear last time, our former minister presented a budget to the parliament, and hopefully it will be endorsed and approved. And if it is approved, we have some strategies that are laid out in that project document. And all those are aimed to ensure that the farmers at the grassroots levels are capacity built on a different component. Like I say, we have different components. For example, like for those who are purely invested in crop production, they will be capacitated on those agronomic practices to ensure that they produce what they produce to their best, so that they are able to have a surplus, and it is from that surplus that they will be in a position to export, and also they will be in a position to do value addition. For example, you cannot export something when it is raw, so it needs to undergo some various kinds of value chain kind of series of activities, so that it has to reach that final product. So we are going to, that thing is a destination, and we are destined to reach to our anticipated penalty spot. Agriculture cannot work alone and cannot register a sufficient food production on its own. There has to be a component of collaboration and coordination, so that we are able to see these elements of road, because road is one of the very important infrastructure that is needed in the development. So if you could see, there has been that integration. If you could see now, at the ministry level, we are trying to engage with these partners that embarks on roads, so that they are able to fund our project activities in areas that are in hard to reach areas. you see, so that we are able to build some road, to construct some road for easy access. Because you might be producing one thing in one country, in a certain part of the country, yet that thing is lacking in a certain part of the country. So it will be very important for us to engage with partners so that they are able to help us to see this issue of road infrastructure so that it is in place, and that will be a good way to go. You see, climate change is a very alarming kind of a trend that is affecting most of the countries in the world. But we in the ministry, we have what we so-called climate smart agriculture. So we encourage our farmers to embark on climate agriculture. And that call also for extension services delivery to be strengthened so that they are able to pass these techniques to our farmers. For example, if you know that there will be a drought that there will be a prolonged dry spell, not drought exactly, in some part of the country, then we encourage our farmers to be applying what we so-called because in climate smart agriculture we have three components. One component is the mitigation part. You see, so under mitigation part we encourage our farmers to be using a crop rotation kind of technique so that they are able to break that chain.